Last week, we concluded the endurance rounds with Zachary Goddard and Kieran Liflander taking home the top trophies in both Navarra and the Endurance Cup. Tonight, we return to form with only 2 rounds left in the season. In futures, there's only 11 points separating the top 3. With Zachary Goddard now atop the points, can JP DeFino retake the lead? And in lights, Bryan Sawyer maintains the point lead, but he will need to be nearly flawless to hold on to it. We're back to Rallycross, live from Virtual Barcelona, next on ASN. Our venue for this evening is Virtual Circuit de Barcelona-Catalunya. Opened in 1950 with North American Simulated Auto Racing, started visiting this circuit in 2021B. 0.69 miles in length with 10 corners in total, 4 to the right, 6 to the left. We utilize the final sector of the Grand Prix circuit in reverse. The circuit is a nice mix of wide open asphalt from the Grand Prix circuit, a tight street circuit like confines for the dirt. Expect plenty of contact with the one-lane dirt section as our drivers fight for every inch of real estate, along with the exciting Joker exit as they'll be speeding past the regular course drivers down to turn 1. In NASA Rallycross, our format is as follows. We are finishing practice now. I broke it. We're finishing practice now, which leads into a 3-lap single-car qualifying that splits the field into 5-lap heat races. 1 Joker is taken, and the top 2 transfer to the feature automatically. The winner gets 3 bonus points, and the runner-up gets 2. The rest of our drivers will be sent to the semifinals, also 5 laps with 1 Joker. The top 2 transfer, and the winner gets a bonus point. This sets the grid for our 10-lap feature race, where points are awarded, trophies are handed out. Unique to NASA Rallycross, 2 Jokers are taken in the feature. Rallycross Futures and Lights continues tonight on the Automotive Sports Network with me, Bryan Sawyer, in the commentary truck, and Josh Darnell next to me. The NASA Rallycross Challenge is brought to you all season by Whiplash SimCams. Be sure to check them out at facebook.com/WSimCams. Thank you, Andrew Cardinale IV, for your camera support. And then finally, the NASA Intro World Feed music is produced by Alex Abetti. Josh, welcome. It's going to be an exciting race tonight. We're back to Rallycross. How you feeling? Yeah, it's a good track. One of the most technical. I always say here, I like racing it. I just only like race. Yeah, the past couple seasons with iRacing, the tire barrier on the dirt section exit is just kind of, it gets placed randomly. I know. It is not. Sorry, we're having technical difficulties. See where we're at. Yeah, we just started qualifying. I got to get your audio into this game. Sorry, everybody. We're going to take a minute. Currently watching Eric Cavalinger on track.
Is Dylan Babcock new? Oh, okay.
There we go. I think I got you, Josh. Are you here?
Yeah, I can hear you.
All right, beautiful.
Sorry,
I
I'm
can hear you
dumb.
now. Sorry, it's okay.
Yeah, sorry, I'm just waking up, guys. Just got off of work.
Well, we're into qualifying. Everybody looks like they're on lap 2. Right now, we have Blake Smith in P1 with 42.821.
Yeah, Cavalier just ran into an issue with the tire barrier that's sticking out into the middle of the street.
Yeah, that tire barrier, it pops into a different position in every every LCQ.
It just ruins your lines, man.
Yeah, you have to go a lot wider than you expect. You got JP
It's so frustrating.
You got JP DeFino in second place. He's currently second in the championship, but he's in front of Goddard now. And it's only a 3-point difference between them. And it looks like Brandon West just came up and separated them even more. So yeah, we'll see tonight if Goddard can maintain his lead.
Before this race even started, I was thinking to myself, I feel like is it wrong to feel like someone else, even though is it wrong to think that someone else might win other than my team? Is that an incorrect thing to? Because I feel like Blake Smith might have it tonight, man.
Yeah, Blake Smith is running incredibly quick. He's about a 10th up from everybody else. And
I mean, hell, between DeFino and West, there's a 6/10 gap.
Exactly, yeah. So those top two are flying. The rest of the field, Gabblinger up to third now. So
and this track isn't big, man.
Yeah. No, it's a short, tiny little track.
So like that's 6/10. That can feel like miles.
Yeah, 6/10, and with a track so technical in the dirt section where this exit we're looking at right now, you can lose a second in there taking that incorrectly.
I can almost guarantee that we're going to see chaos tonight around that tire barrier.
Oh, we're 100% going to see chaos. Somebody is always bound to make a mistake, and the whole field behind them runs right into them.
What are track limits for here?
Okay.
Are we anything different than what iRacing itself does?
There's nothing different except iRacing lets you go out into the sand to qualify. We don't let anybody go out into the sand to qualify.
Yeah, obviously. You mean the thing where you can go up behind the whole track?
Yeah. Yeah. That whole thing. Yeah.
Yeah, that whole thing. Wyatt Pierce. I'm watching Wyatt right now. He ran into a little issues coming out of the hairpin. What we got though? Kaplan crawled back. P3.
Yeah, he came back. He got it back. He's only 4/10 off the leader now. It looks like everybody's actually done with their qualifying laps. So while we do that, let's get into the schedule.
Apex having issues here on Barcelona. We're gonna have to do some work tomorrow night to prepare.
Yeah. Hit the programming notes. Tomorrow night, NASA Rallycross Contenders, round 9. Also in Barcelona. It's going to be at 9 p.m. Eastern with me and Justin. Justin and I, yeah. Then after that, this Thursday, we have the Torque Supercar Series, 60 minutes at Le Mans on Halloween. Starts at 8:30 Eastern time. Then next week, we're back here. Or no, we're on Saturday. NASA Supercars. That's at Barcelona. It's a whole lot of Barcelona this week. That's at 2 p.m. Eastern. And then next week, we're back here for round 10, the final round of the season, Knock Hill, starting at 8, going to 9. It's going to be incredible. All the series coming down to only a few points, it's looking like.
Wait, are we at Knock Hill for the last race of the season?
We're at Knock Hill for the last.
Ooh, that's going to be fun. Oh, my God.
Yeah, dude. Knock Hill's one of my favorite tracks. And this track it's up there, but only when I'm racing people I trust. When I'm racing somebody I have no clue what we're doing, it's a terrifying track when you're behind somebody.
100%. Barcelona is so heavily reliant on everyone being on the same page.
Qualifying's over. We're heading to our first heat. We got Blake Smith, Brandon West, Matthew Grove, Joseph Pasucci, and Dylan Babcock.
I got Blake Smith.
Yeah, the timing tower in qualifying would say Blake Smith, but anything can happen in this turn one. We got green flag. Blake Smith takes the lead over Brandon West. Everybody follows through nice and orderly through turn one. Coming up to the dirt section for the first time.
They all take it a
We got
little wide,
Babcock
except
and Pascucci
Grove
super wide in the back.
for it.
Oh, we had it.
They're going to
Was
be
that
upset
West
about
and okay? We got a
yeah,
huge
West and
accident in the
Grove
back.
came together.
West Groves, the whole back of the field has just obliterated themselves out of contention. So it is Blake Smith and Brandon West running away with it.
It seemed like Grove was trying to shoot up the inside on a door that West left open, but it closed before he could do anything, and one thing led to another.
Yeah, we'll take a look back at that here in a second. We got Brandon West. He got lost into the in the entire wall.
Yeah.
So,
it sent him around, and he got spit out. Probably, I think he made out the worst out of everybody in that situation.
Yeah, let's take a look back at what happened there. We got Grove on the inside. Washes out wide. The car on the outside pushing in, and yeah.
Just one thing led to another. It seemed like I think Pascucci just got. I think he just.
Yeah, he was making his own mistake. It looked like. And,
yeah.
Drove into it.
I thought it might have been a collection, but no, it seemed like it was just another mistake that happened all of its own. Let him right into the side of West.
Yeah.
Add insult to injury.
Yeah, everybody hitting the dirt for the first time. Not expecting it to be slick. They were all in practice for about 15, 20 minutes. So
that's what happens, man.
Everything got burnt in. They were used to a burnt-in track, and now here they are.
Yeah, they all went wide on turn one. They're still trying to get used to it. It seems like Blake seems to be the only one who's really starting to get it down.
Yeah. Now we're coming up to our first lap, real lap time, so we're going to see what everybody's running here. Blake doesn't decide the Joker. Brandon's
got to be dealing with damage. I mean, he did hit the tire barrier, so maybe not, but I'd imagine that he's dealing with damage.
With a 43.8, Dylan Babcock with a 49.5. So there's
the race is fizzled out.
There's a sizable gap there, yeah.
Yeah.
So this is pretty much an additional practice session for everybody else on the track. Grove's going to be best of the rest, it's looking like, barring any major mistakes. So he'll get the first slot in the LCQ. That's a optimal place for him, and Pascucci and West just get a lot more
He's got to be
practice.
kicking himself after what happened on turn one.
Yeah.
I mean, even like just collecting a teammate, that's the worst, man.
Yeah,
like it's one thing. Yeah, he's having
really
trouble. I mean, he's still trying to get it. He's still getting around the corners pretty nimbly, but I mean, the damage is done, man. He's over 10 seconds back.
Yeah, he's way back there.
On a track like Barcelona, with the cars spread out as they are, there's no chance, man. Just go out there and see if you can just get yourself ready for the LCQ West. Do what you can. What about that? Are we counting that as off track? What Smith just did, where he went wide into the green? Because iRacing counts that as off track.
I don't know. I wasn't in the drivers' meeting today. I'm sure Josh will have fun taking a look at that if it is. But
okay.
We're about to take the white flag with Blake Smith, and since our track map decided not to load tonight, we're going to take a lap on board with him.
I love these onboards.
He's coming around to turn 1 and 2. Got to be real careful here. The wall will collect you. So will the outside wall. You're trying to use all the barriers to get as much grip as you can. You'll notice here that wall is way out of place. Yeah. Bill Marshall's a little drunk when they're setting up the track today.
Today.
You come. I'm getting word that if you go too far into the green, that it will it'll give you a slowdown. iRacing will say, nope, you're not doing that, and it'll give you a slowdown. But with that,
nice job,
we got
Blake.
Blake Smith finishing up with Dylan Babcock just crossing the jump. So that is a commanding lead by Blake Smith.
Yeah, like it is still impressive that he's able to do what he can on controller.
Is he really on controller?
Yeah, he's really on
Blake
controller.
Smith?
Yeah.
That's incredible. I didn't know that.
Yeah, he's on controller. Yeah, it's pretty wild.
But we got Blake Smith, Dylan Babcock, Matthew Grove, Brandon West, and Joseph Pascucci rounding out the end of Heat 1.
Hey, Dylan Babcock, nice on job on him with extending the gap on Grove. It didn't just he didn't.
Heat 2, we got JP DeFino, Zach Goddard, Last Cruiser, Jake Robichaud, and Eric Dubois.
I think Eric's gonna do something crazy. I got money on Eric Dubois.
I don't know.
100%.
We had enough chaos in the first heat there.
Eric's still in the pit. There he comes.
There he is. Sometimes it takes a minute to get on track.
I'm up in chopper 4 right now.
JP DeFino and Zach Goddard side by side. Nobody really got an advantage there, but now JP's on the outside and he's able to close off Goddard. But Goddard might have
Big
space,
bump.
and they touch.
Who bumped them? Was that Klaus?
No, it looked like they bumped each other and then slowed up, and the cars behind them just started getting up there. But everybody keeps it nice and calm through there. It's just
hey, Jake Robichaud's able to take the spot from Kreutzer after that contact.
There he goes.
Oh, they're
going to go
to
side
the
by
inside.
side here.
No, they foul back in. They're not going to try to kill each other.
He decided that's not good. Yeah. That's not what we want to do in a heat. That's off to everybody through the dirt hairpin the first time. So here we go. JP DeFino a little into the inside.
Kreutzer had a big issue.
Yeah, he turned in too far. Wasn't expecting that to be there. And that really helps out Jake Robichaud. Jake Robichaud is now, he's in contention for taking maybe the spot from JP DeFino.
JP's all over the wing at Goddard.
Yeah,
right
JP almost missed missed the turn there with the barrier.
I saw that.
Correct.
Goddard's starting to bridge a gap though. Although that was much better by JP.
Yeah, JP hit the inside curve, which is what you're looking to do. JP and Robichaud both hit the inside curve. And they both took... Jake actually got the better of the exit.
Jake got a much better line. Yeah.
Jake's on the outside
He's
there.
going to have to check up.
Gonna try to get the
over-under. Yep. Gives him a nudge to push him out of the way.
He does it. And Jake Robichaud takes the spot.
Nicely done. I didn't seem... Yeah, DeFino's going to joker. That's the best thing he can do. I think he feels like he's faster, but he just can't find a way around right now.
Whoa.
Very close.
Very close.
He's going to have to get that car back on track.
Yeah. Now Eric Dubois stuck behind JP DeFino. Well, I don't think they were expecting that merge to be that close.
No, I don't think JP was expecting that at all.
So if I'm Jake right now, I'm taking Joker this lap. You know you have the gap. You know he probably doesn't know how close that was. They both probably had to slow down a little bit for that. But
DeFino took the dirt hairpin going a little bit. He had to correct again. He lost a little bit of time.
There goes Jake. Jake takes his Joker.
He's gonna come out in front of JP.
Yeah, he's coming out behind JP, but JP.
Yeah, he's gonna get him on the. He's gonna come down on the run.
Yeah, and JP couldn't do anything about that one. Meanwhile, this battle between them just lets Goddard run away.
Oh. And JP hit the wall.
There it goes, yeah.
Yep.
That barrier is going to be consistent problems for people tonight. That probably just ended JP's chances of catching Jake. Maybe
he's looking
up something for Dubois.
Yeah, JP's going to be looking for a mistake now.
Yeah, if Dubois if JP got any damage, Dubois probably might be able to take something on the straight. And it looks like he might have a little on the front left fender.
Those tower barriers are so forgiving, though. If you hit them front end, if you hit them front on, they're pretty forgiving. Although, JP trying to make something happen through the chicane, but.
This is the final lap. This is probably the final attempt of the pass we're going to have here.
Yeah, JP's going to be looking to make something happen just like Jake did on him right here. He's going to try to send it in deep and not going to get it.
No, that's probably going to be it unless Jake messes up in the last
Although, the way he just took that dirt turn was exactly what he's got to do in the LCQ. That was perfect.
And Zachary Goddard wins Heat 2, followed by Jake Robichaud, JP DeFino, Eric Dubois, and Klaus Kreutzer.
Let's go, boys. Nice job, Jake.
Hey, Jake's showing up as Canadian.
Hey, that's wonderful. Things are working.
He often doesn't. He often shows up as an honorary American. All right. On the Heat 3, Eric Kaplinger, Tom Grady, Wyatt Pearson, Chris Linden, Stephen Moreau. Probably going to be a little biased here. Hoping it stays in this order.
Yeah, that is biased. Actually, someone look into Bryan fixing the races.
Off the line.
I want to see Grady win. After all the abuse he encountered last week, he deserves it, man.
Grady and Wyatt side by side going into turn 1, but Grady's on the inside, so he's going to be able to push Wyatt a little wide.
Grady checked him up, too.
Wyatt's holding on.
Yeah, all over the rear wing.
You got to be careful there. You don't want to hold on too long and give a little nudge in the wrong direction. All the barriers here.
Inside.
Wyatt to the inside. What an excellent move.
That was...
There
wasn't even contact made.
No, that was perfect. Knowing Tom, though, Tom's going to try and send something right back.
Oh, he got loose.
Tom's not afraid to push and shove a little bit.
That push gave Wyatt the better run out of that turn, though.
Eric struggling a little bit with the tire barrier there.
Tom trying to put pressure.
Yeah, and these two battling in the back for second here really opened it up for Kaplinger. He's going to be able to just kind of run a line. There goes Tom. Tom clipped the barrier, and Tom is
Wyatt
back on track, but he falls to 5th.
That hurts. Wyatt, there really wasn't anything that Wyatt did. Like, they were just racing.
Let's go back and take a look.
I didn't see there was no contact. Wyatt just didn't leave him, just held his line.
Yeah.
And it seemed like Grady just couldn't get it straight.
Yeah, sometimes you just got to lift just that little bit to get your nose out of there. But if it's stuck, sometimes those cars just decide they want to glue together.
Yeah, that's unfortunate.
Back up front, we got Kaplinger with a 1 second lead over Pearson, who's got about a second and a half over Lennon. So, looking at Joker strategy, only Grady's taking it. So this is pretty much your proper running order. Let's see if anybody takes it now.
No, it looks like they're all staying out. Grady took his, and he's starting to catch up to Moreau.
Yeah.
Very loose around those two is Moreau. Grady's starting to catch up.
Grady probably looking for a pass here. He got the fastest lap last lap.
He'll do it at the I bet he does it at the tire barriers. He does it on the hairpin. He's gonna try it here.
Oh.
Yep. Yeah, he got loose.
Don't know what happened to Moreau there. Yeah, must have got a little loose. Just pulled over. And Moreau's struggling with
the yeah, he's struggling. Maybe he has damage.
Yeah, he might have taken a little damage there. It looked like the car was just unable to steer. Linden decides the Joker. Where's that going to put him with Tom? Tom's coming out.
Tom's going to come back in P3.
Linden to the inside.
It's not going to have it.
He's not going to have it. He didn't have enough of a gap to Grady. Grady's already taken his Joker, so Linden's going to have to make the pass on track. He's about 5 seconds back from Pearson, so he's definitely going to hold third place here as we come to the last lap. Unless Pearson has something catastrophic, this is probably our running order and our best battle, or best of the rest.
Kaplinger creating a almost 6-second gap. Did Pearson run into issues? Yes, he did. Oh my God. He's in the pit.
Pearson's in the pit. And that's exactly what Tom Grady needed. But Chris Linden got set. Well, something happened here. We missed.
Pearson flipped the car, hit the tire barrier coming out of the turn, and flipped the car.
Oh, so what Grady needed to happen happened, but I'm guessing Grady got involved in it.
He got collected.
Grady got involved. Oh.
I think Pearson couldn't believe what happened and just, like, head and hands type of moment, and that wound up collecting Grady. He didn't expect there's really nothing you can do going that fast off those jumps. Kaplinger wins though. Nice job.
Chris Lennon, Tom Grady, Stephen Morrell, and Wyatt Pearson.
It's so unfortunate for Wyatt. It was a great little run from him.
A little bit of a commentator's curse. I needed Tom needed Wyatt, something to happen to Wyatt. I said that needed to happen, and he flipped the car, but I double dipped, I guess. Tom got involved also. Right, coming up to our LCQs. Got Matt Grove, Tom Grady, Eric Dubois, Joseph Piscucci.
Is this our first LCQ?
This is our first LCQ. I think this is our only LCQ tonight.
Oh, okay.
Green flag, Tom Grady.
They're giving it. They're,
side by side.
Yeah, right next to each other. Piscucci way wide on the turn 1 exit.
Grady's flicking the car out there, opening up the door for Grove to come on the inside. Side by side. Grady touches Grove, gives him a little nudge.
Grove needs to get that car under control. Yeah, he's trying desperately to get the car settled.
Everybody through the first sector into the first lap. Tom Grady is leading by about a second on Matt Grove, followed by Eric Dubois about a second back. Everybody's separated by about 7 tenths to 8 tenths apart from each other. So I think a lot of this is going to come down to Joker strategy and who can run what laps. Who can remember where the tire barrier is.
Through
everybody
that.
Making it through that time, yeah.
You know, we predicted a lot of chaos around that tire barrier, but so far it seems like drivers have only seemed to collect themselves around it.
Yeah, we haven't.
Seems like we've had more issues after the jump.
Yeah, we haven't had the infamous front
8-car pile up.
And yeah, 8-car pile up. Kind of akin to how in a snowstorm, one car crashes and then they all just keep crashing into them.
It's just domino effect.
Yeah.
I wish they had more official rallycross tracks in this game. Like, it's so nice to see Barcelona, but I mean, come on, man.
Yeah, we only got 14 layouts total. It's shared between about 9 or 10 tracks, I believe.
I'd love to see
since new rallycross tracks been released.
I'd love to see just something. Eric Dubois had an issue. He's 19 seconds back.
Eric Dubois spun around.
And Piscucci.
Like who did we just see?
Piscucci so and Dubois.
Eric, knocked his tire off. With the new damage model, it's definitely easy to knock the tire off there.
Knocked the tire off? How?
Knocked the tire off. He hit the inside wall, and Piscucci just looped it around and.
So they weren't. So that was completely separate incidents from each other.
They were 2 complete separate incidents. Yes. So Eric
wow,
Dubois
that happened within seconds of each other.
Yeah, Eric Dubois coming through the dirt chicane just he clipped the inside a little too hard, touched the wall with his front fender, and these cars brake a little easier than they used to. And yeah, so this is looking like a pretty easy transfer for Grove and Grady.
He just clipped it.
He just clipped it.
Oh my god!
Enough to shear the tire off. So
that is insane.
Yeah, normally in a 1-2 position like this, I'd advise just hold your spot. Don't worry about the bonus point, but they're the only 2 cars on track right now, so.
I mean, give it your all, guys.
Go for it. Go for it at this point. There's nobody else out there. There are 2
Grady's
laps
taking it
got
better.
1 lap to go.
Grady's taking that turn so much better.
Yeah, he took that a lot better than Grove this time. Pretty much, yeah. They got 1 final lap here. Who does the best? They've both taken their Joker, I believe. No, Grove has not taken his Joker yet. So this is looking like a Grady win.
Yeah, this is looking like a Grady win.
So Grove is going to have to pull one hell of a gap.
That does not look like 7 tenths. Oh,
No,
that I think that did it. Grove needs a really good exit out of here, and Grady needs a bad
Grove
one.
needs a phenomenal exit.
And he kind of got it for the time being, and needs to hold it here. Good turn.
It's gonna be close.
That was really good. Grady took that worse, but still holding on. It's gonna be on the line. No, Grady has it by a mile.
Grady's got it, yeah.
Grady had it by at the end there by over 2 seconds. Yeah, he had a gap of 3.6 seconds. That was insane. That was wonderful. That was a good little race.
Yeah, it was a nice one.
Poor Eric.
We have a second LCQ.
I told you. See, I told you.
I just don't know.
I'm not crazy.
We got JP DeFino, Brandon West, Stephen Moreau, Glass Kreutzer, and Wyatt Pearson.
Especially after what happened, he's going to be frustrated. He needs to keep a cool head. He knows he's fast here.
This is a big race for JP. He needs to transfer here in order to have a shot.
Yeah, well, he just got an amazing jump.
Yeah, he got an amazing jump there off the start. He needs to get this and do well in the future to try and claw back any points he can for the points lead. He's only 3 points back from Goddard. That looked like Kreutzer going around sideways, getting collected a little bit. But
yeah,
everybody else seemed to stay out of it. Here's
exactly what Wyatt wanted.
It's exactly what Wyatt wanted, yes.
Oh, they get into it. Klaus gets into it with West.
That's going to effectively take West out of this race. See if the replay will come back up for us, but till then, JP up front, Wyatt Pearson second, Stephen Moreau catching on to him. Battle for second's gonna heat up here.
Keep an
eye on this.
Another issue.
Moreau, that was Klaus again, and collecting Brandon West again.
Klaus took the first turn before the start finish line a little hot and came into he saw a door open and came into the West, closed it and sent him sideways.
Yeah.
Seems like a lot of our drivers are not very used to the Barcelona layout. Seems like this might be like the first time in a while that some of these drivers have seen this track.
I don't want to call anybody out, but we've had a few weeks here where we just got through the Endurance Championship, and some people are like, hey, this car doesn't feel right 5 minutes before the race. I'm like, did you not practice?
Yeah.
Them telling me it doesn't feel right with the fixed setup we were providing 5 minutes before the race tells me something about how much you practiced that week.
At least step on track, brother. It looks like we lost Klaus. He just...
Yeah, Klaus hit enough walls, probably damaged his car beyond repair. This is looking like a JP DeFino, Wyatt Pearson, 1-2.
I mean, good job for Wyatt, though. Be able to bring it back, especially after the LCQ, not let it get to his head. JP DeFino running a great race.
We're going to look here. How weird this turn is. You got to throw the car out a lot wider.
Yeah, you lose all of the momentum that you would normally get coming out of that dirt. You lose all of it.
Normally, that's a great turn to just set up a perfect exit and get a lot of speed. Now
it's all messed up. It's all gone.
It's trying to use all the momentum to get your car pointed in the right direction and then get back on the gas. He's taking his Joker. Where's Wyatt going to come out? You gonna see him?
No, we're not even going to see him.
Wyatt also took the Joker.
Wyatt also took the Joker. So I'm pretty sure it looks like, yeah, it seems like Wyatt is just going to ride out the P2 position and call it a day.
Yeah.
Looks like he just wants to transfer, which, I mean, respectable. Has Wyatt been to the feature before, hasn't he?
I believe so. Take a quick look.
He's very strong here.
I believe, yeah. It looks like he was there last week.
I mean, he's one of our newer drivers, isn't he? Is this his first season?
Yes, this is his first season.
Yeah, I mean, Wyatt. This is wonderful, my friend. And Barcelona's a real technical track, so I mean, you really have to... really the drivers that shine here are the drivers that are familiar with their car. Yeah. If you understand the car, if you understand when it turns, when it wants to turn, when the momentum shifts, it seems like you can take advantage of that stuff.
Yeah, especially like This is a track too you can really easily overdrive. We're on the final lap here. JP DeFino coming through the dirt section the last time. But yeah,
You know,
if you overdrive that, like the lights normally on most tracks, it's very hard to overdrive the car and the track. This is one of the only ones where you can, if you're holding up the gas pedal fully, like you can on most tracks, you're gonna lose so much time. This is baby the throttle, baby the car, slow is fast and fast is smooth. Coming around the final turn, JP DeFino wins his LCQ, followed by
nice
White
job,
Pearson.
JP.
Best of the rest, Brandon West, Stephen Moreau, and Klaus Group.
Difficult night for Klaus. He's definitely going to be. I'm probably going to get a message to practice.
Burnouts afterwards.
Oh, we're in the warm up now.
Our grid is set. We're going to take a little break here and be back after the break.
Stay with us, guys.
Interesting.
I love your browser history.
I like that you're not hiding anything from me.
By the way, nice IP address. I like your neighborhood.
You are so special. This ad is just for you.
I learned so many things from you.
You are so generous.
With your personal data.
Switch on privacy, switch off trackers and viruses. Go to nordvpn.com. NordVPN. Safely be you.
Racing isn't easy, but experiencing it is. iRacing puts you in the driver's seat with the industry's leading sim racing game. Drive on laser scan replicas of the greatest racing circuits from around the world. Go head-to-head against other drivers chosen by skill-based matchmaking to ensure competitive racing at every level. Compete across all your favorite series. In officially licensed cars, engineered to deliver the most accurate driving experience possible. Join a race or host your own with players from across the globe. Race against the computer or in a league with friends. Feel the thrill behind the wheel. Visit iRacing.com.
Absolutely be doing what he has to do. He has to go for the championship. He has to recover the points that he lost. He's down the race, takes the lead in the 12. What a move. And he takes the lead and holds it.
Side between these two in the terminal. This is going to get spicy.
one, over the jump to begin the first lap, clog at the inside line. McFarland contact between them. They are still side by side. This opens the door for Wetz. He can't make anything happen. In the 26, he has not won in quite some time. Dragster acing the entry to turn one, up heading to the inside of Magnus, gives him a nudge. The grip strip on the inside, Phil. Wetz had a little bit better run, but looks like Wetz will hold his spot.
We welcome you back to NASA Rallycross Futures, Barcelona. I'm your host, Bryan Sawyer, with Josh Darnell next to me.
What's up, everybody?
NASA Rallycross Futures is brought to you all season by Whiplash SimCams. Go to facebook.com/WSimCams. Thank you, Andrew Cardinal IV, for your camera support. Our NASA World feed is produced by Alex Adetti. So, Josh, what are you thinking for this? Goddard, it's looking like Goddard and Smith, they're going to have a
Can
brawl
you pull
tonight.
up the times? Because I don't know how to do that. All I do is drive the car, guys. Hey, Smith's in P1, though.
Smith is in P1.
Dude, I'm letting you know right now.
P1 too.
If Goddard gets out in front, Smith's gonna have a hell of a time getting around him. I mean, a hell of a time. But if Smith can make some type of jump off the start and snag get pole position early, he might be able to run away with it. He's fast here.
We got DeFino jumping up to P2 in the practice here. He's going quick, but he's gonna be out of place starting. He's starting, I believe, 8th or 9th. Somewhere back there. I think he's starting 9th tonight. So
he's going to be looking for chaos. Although on Barcelona, I mean, looking for chaos. The track is so small. There's no escape route. I mean, and the carnage always happens in two areas: either the turn we just went through or the tire barrier hairpin.
Exactly. Yeah, we got Goddard down the third. Almost a full second back. Oh no, he's only 4 tenths back. I'm on gap. Okay, so yeah, DeFino 3 tenths back from Smith, Goddard 4 tenths. Lunan over a second. Almost a second and a half back. So it's looking like we're gonna have like a front pack and a
front race and a back race.
People in the back
because
probably gonna be hoping for calamity up front, trying to eat up some lost positions.
They're all within a tenth of each other. The last 4.
Yeah. And we don't know where Kaplinger and Grady are going to fall into this. They typically don't practice during the warm-up, so we won't see what lap times they're running now.
They're crazy for that.
Let's see if we could see somebody coming out near the barrier. Because you were commenting while we were on break that it's pretty far out to the track right now.
It's egregious. One of you go out there and take a look. Get the camera over there. Someone called Grady. Someone get Grady on the horn and tell him to take his car. All right, here we go. We got somebody coming out. No.
Who are we looking for?
Pearson just passed it.
It's a little out into the strip. But
dude, it's ridiculous. There's a gap.
We got about a minute left.
Look at that.
Yeah, it's out there. We got about a minute left. We're going to look at some programming notes. Tomorrow, Rallycross Contenders, 9 p.m. Eastern.
Come watch me race.
Josh Darnell looking to do his victory lap tour.
Yeah, I'm sure God is gonna give me hell though. So
it's gonna be Justin and I in the booth. Then on Thursday we have the Torque Supercar Series at Le Mans. That starts at 8:30 Eastern.
Is that GT3?
That is GT3.
Ooh.
You gonna sign up?
I don't know, man. I gotta buy a GT3 car first. So, and then I gotta buy all the tracks. I only do Rallycross, so.
Get on it. Then Saturday we got NASA Rallycross Supercars.
Can we do a Super Formula Lights series?
2 p.m. And then next week we're back here for the final round of the season. Not kill. starting at 8 p.m. Eastern. I'd love to do a Super Formula Series. We got about 30 seconds left. Josh, what's your prediction? Who's winning?
I have money on Smith.
You got money on Smith?
I talked to my bookie. I put my life savings on Smith, so if he doesn't win, they're going to kill me.
Well, my life savings has to be on Kaplinger tonight. And
that's because he's on your team.
Yeah. All my money's
not
on
fair.
Eric.
Eric, my life's in your hands.
I don't know if he's still got the broadcast open, but he should feel the pressure now.
Checkered flag comes down. Bryan is sweating bullets as he just signed off his life, praying that Eric Kaplinger can make something happen. Eric, if you're hearing this, you decide Bryan's fate.
Yeah, here we go. We got Blake Smith, Zachary Goddard, Eric Kaplinger, Dylan Babcock, Jake Robichaud, Chris Lunan, Tom Grady, Gerald DeFino, Matt Grove, and Wyatt Pearson.
Man, starting in the back is terrifying from Barcelona.
Especially
it's
if
scary.
Somebody in P4 or so winds y'all up. It's a mess. But we're about to go green. And they're off.
It's
Blake
a really
Goddard.
good start for Wyatt.
Blake and Goddard side by side. Blake taking it. Huge pile of people in the back here, going 3 wide through the turn. 2, 3 wide. There's a lot of
There's a lot of chaos. Grove took a hit, or that might have been Robichaud. Somebody's around.
A lot of contact. Somebody's around. Grady and Kaplinger both benefit from that. We got Lunan and DeFino next to each other, followed by Jake Robichaud. Back up front, though, we got Blake Smith getting a little gap on Goddard here. They're all separated. 1, 2, 3, 4, all separated by about a second between them. Then we go back to Lunan and DeFino. So that's exactly what we said was going to happen. We're going to develop maybe 2 little packs here, and it did split about 5th position with Lunan.
Smith is starting to build a gap. Just like I said he could. All he had to do was focus on passing Goddard. I mean, on this, Kaplinger gets a good run.
Kaplinger gets a good run on Goddard. The Grady's up there as well. But in the backfield, everybody is on top of each other back here. We got Lunan, DeFino, Robichaud, all with
Robichaud into the back of JP, gives him a little bit of a nudge, and Jake loses a lot of time because of that.
Yeah, Tom Grady taking his Joker lap out into this mess. It's not something I would advise doing.
Yeah, I wouldn't have done that. That was dangerous.
Yeah, no, you got to know what the
your Joker lap is a flying lap, buddy.
You got to know what your delta is and not do it. He's pushing into JP a little bit, taking some damage.
He got front right there, got a lot of damage, hit the wall.
He's taking himself out of there. Up front, though, Kaplinger's trying to make a pass here on Goddard. He's getting
Smith is checking out. Smith's checked out. He's
Smith
2 seconds ahead.
2.5 seconds down the road. Yeah, there goes Eric on his Joker. See where he comes out compared to Lunan's going. That's perfect for Eric. JP comes
Lunan's
going
to come out into traffic. Lunan's going to come out into traffic.
Well, yeah, Lunan's going to get his flying lap, and actually, that's not too bad for him.
Oh, I thought he was going to come out into much worse. Yeah, I thought I was going to be much worse.
Look at Joker strategy right now.
JP
Grove
got
and Babcock, only 2 in the rear who've taken both their Jokers. Pierce and Robichaud to Lunan, they're all right back there, so
God,
not
that
quite
tire
sure how
barrier.
that's going to rotate. Yeah,
you can see the drivers. You can see the drivers like dead. Like I just saw JP. The car basically stalled on him. Like in the supercars, it's one thing. Those cars get back up to speed so fast, but in the lights, like, oh my God! Like you have got to try to keep those RPMs up when you take that hairpin now, or you will be just caught out.
Lunan pulls the second Joker lap. Top 3 have all gone. DeFino hasn't taken 1 yet.
Grove's taking both of his early.
Yeah, Grady's taking both of them. He's in P5. If I'm DeFino, there's a huge gap behind me right now, about 9 seconds. I'd work on getting those out of the way.
Yeah, and he also has a gap
we
to
got contact in the back.
too.
Jake Robichaud pushing through Wyatt Pearson.
Wise on the outside,
Tries
though.
to get the pass. Jake.
That felt a little
Wow.
egregious.
That felt like a little shove.
That felt a little. That was a little suspicious.
I don't know what it looks like on track, but something must have happened to Goddard or Blake Smith here, because Goddard's catching up. Goddard's only about half a second behind him. So's Kaplinger.
Blake took his second joke. Did Blake take his second joker?
Okay.
Took his second joker.
Yes, he did.
Yeah, he's second joker.
And so I watched everything light up red.
Blake just needs to keep his head down and know that he still has the gap here, even though he can't see it. He needs to know that he has it.
Exactly.
Like, because newer drivers, man, that can get them very nervous, and they think like, oh, this guy's catching up. In NASA, man, it's a little bit different because you got that second joker.
And that second joker is makes it real hard to figure out where everybody is. But the backfield looks like they're how they're gonna be for pretty much the rest of the race.
Goddard is looking for Goddard and Kaplinger are gonna take their jokers towards closer to the end of the race. I'm thinking 8 and 9, unless Smith makes a mistake. If Smith makes a mistake, Goddard's going to take his joker immediately to try to bridge the gap.
Yeah. With JP right behind you, having not taken either of them, there's no race in the joker yet, because he's just going to fall further and further behind you. Yeah.
Yeah. Although Kaplinger took that way wide. Holy moly.
Yeah, you get about a 2-second gap, an artificial 2-second gap with the joker, but there goes JP pulling his first one.
Is he going to come out into traffic?
No, he's not. He's going to come out right back where he was, just further behind. I think he lost maybe about 2 seconds to Kaplinger there.
Doesn't matter. He's on his flying lap now. If he can do a really good joker, if he can make this joker lap really good, then he can build up that, he can bridge that gap that was created. Smith is done. Our next top 3, Goddard, Kaplinger, and DeFino. They're all on one joker now. Yeah, they're all on one joker now.
Yeah, they all go one joker. Yeah.
Except for
Goddard,
Blake.
Kaplinger, DeFino.
Yep.
There goes Eric pulling his second joker. He was waiting for DeFino to joker, it looks like. Where's DeFino? DeFino also pulled his second joker. That would not have been my strategy if I was JP. But it looks like Eric's trying to set the run up to see what he can do to give to Goddard, because there was only about a half second there before. So,
yeah, JP, I don't know why you jokered twice, my friend.
I mean, I get it, it's your flying lap and you want to set up another one, but if the car in front of you's going, I wouldn't also go.
Yeah. Oh, we had chaos in the back.
I
think somebody got it.
We got. I'm looking at Jake. Jake drifts the third exit. He's trying to catch up to Lund, and he's only about a half second back here. Followed by Dylan Babcock bringing up the rear, but Jake is looking to take another position here.
So I went back and looked at the contact between him and Wyatt, and I would prepare your inbox, Brian.
Yeah. I'm assuming we'll be taking a look at it later.
I can almost guarantee that you'll be receiving some type of letter in the mail.
While we are looking at the backfield, Goddard took his second joker, maintains P2 over Eric, who's only about 7/10 back now. Smith still with the commanding lead, 5 seconds up.
Can you go back and take a look at that contact?
Maybe.
I'm actually kind of at a loss for words.
Yeah, it was on lap 4, so let's go take a look.
I think you need to see it.
We got a shove there. Made the pass. Yeah. It looked like Jake was probably setting up to try and make the turn, but
I mean, that camera angle doesn't do it. Yeah, that camera angle doesn't really do it any justice. It was pretty bad.
All right, well, we got Blake Smith finishing up here.
Out in the way, Blake Smith. Nice job, buddy. I told y'all, if you, he's the second he sees a door, he knows he's fast here.
Yep, taking P1.
Talk
we
about
got Goddard coming around. Followed by Kaplinger. Kaplinger trying to get it on the last turn, but it's not going to stick. Followed by Com Grady, JP DeFino, Matt Grove, Jake Robichaud, Chris Linden, Dylan Babcock.
Kaplinger bailing his balls out of, for sure, death sentence. Able to claw back some of his winnings.
We'll just double or nothing on the lights race.
Nice job, Blake.
We take a look at the standings. Unofficially, after this in 10th or 11th, we had Joseph Pescucci, Brandon West, Eric Dubois, Steven Moreau, and Klaus Kreutzer rounding out the rest of the field.
Unlucky night for Klaus. It seemed a tough racing out there from everybody. For the most part, it was pretty good. A lot of clean racing, good passing. Blake Smith out and away for the majority of the race. It seemed like he really got. He just has this track down. It seems like I'm really interested to see what Blake can do in the supercars.
He is tearing it up here, waiting for some of them to move up into the pin.
Oh yeah, burn it down, Blake. Is this his first win? No, this isn't his first win, is it?
Let's take a look. No, Blake won in Daytona. He won back in Daytona this season. So this is his second one on the season. Excellent job, though.
Nice job, Blake. This is his first season. You know, 2 wins. Way to go.
Looking like I don't have a Goddard thing for it. So we're gonna go ahead and pull in Blake Smith. See what's up with him. Hey Blake, you got us?
Yep, read you loud and clear.
Awesome. Good, great win tonight. Second win of the season. Walk us through your race.
Throughout the week, practicing here, I felt really strong. It only took me about 10, 15 laps to get up to pace, and then as I delved deeper, I quickly discovered, just like Daytona earlier in the season, it just came easy to me. I guess it clearly showed tonight I was the class of the field by far.
Yeah, it looks like you just kind of got out in front and just kept running. Not much in the way of like any real moves off the start. You got an excellent jump and just dipped in front of Goddard, and away it was. What were you thinking for your Joker strategy once you just started getting out in the front like that?
The biggest thing was I wasn't really confident in my Joker laps at all during any of the testing I ran throughout the week. Never could really find the optimal line. The delta is usually about 3 seconds. It was 4 for me. So luckily I had the pace to overcome that. But during the race, I was just really focused on trying to squeak out a 3 or 4 second split between me and Goddard behind, and just hope that my slow Joker entries wouldn't cost me too much. Luckily, on the first Joker, pretty sure he followed in behind, so I didn't lose a lot of time. And then on the second one, it was a little close there. I remember seeing him out of my driver's side window and being like, man, I really hope that he doesn't have the pace to catch up. And luckily he didn't. I just pretty much ran away with the thing tonight.
Yeah. Anybody you'd like to thank for your win tonight?
Absolutely. I'd like to thank everybody at Saints and Sinners Racing for giving me the platform to race here. And then of course my title sponsor, Bracket About Nothing, on the fighting game sides of things. They've done such a good job in supporting me in my career here. I couldn't thank them enough, and it's just really good to get a second win this season and really build some momentum going into Knock Hill next week.
Awesome.
Hey,
well,
I got one thing to add. Blake, you led every lap of the race, buddy. Nice job.
Thank you. I mean, there wasn't much coming out of the rearview mirror, and as the laps kept ticking away, I just sort of was on my own island. So it was nice after.
Nice job just keeping your head cool.
Thank you, man. Thank you. It was after the calamity that was the start of Daytona long when I won that. It was nice to have a much more a relaxed race where
race where you just sort of cruised out in front.
Exactly. Yeah. Just run away and.
Yeah, man. I mean, you deserved it. You looked really comfortable out there. I'm excited to see what you can do when you finally decide to move up to the supercars.
I've on that note, before in the interview, I've done a little bit of testing in the supercars. They're a handful, but I do think I got some pace in them. So who knows? Maybe a season or two, you'll see me in contenders or supers.
I can't wait, man. Looking forward to it. Thanks for racing tonight, Blake. We'll see you soon.
Have a good
Thank you
night.
very much, guys. You guys take care as well.
Right. Next, we got Zach Goddard. He did show up, so let's talk to him.
Oh boy. Oh brother. Here he is.
Hey, Zach, you got us?
No, he doesn't. Zach.
Zach.
Hello, hello.
There
we
is.
go.
There's the troublemaker.
P2 looked pretty clean. You had Kaplinger trying to make a couple passes on you throughout the night, but your Joker strategy paid off. Walk us through your race.
Honestly, in practice, I saw Blake's pace. I was like, okay, probably won't get the win, so I need the points race. So I had to keep my eye on JP and Eric there just to stay around them, and got kind of lucky there in my heat race because Klaus bumped me into JP and it pushed him out of the way, but that put me into first, able to get P2 for the start. But I can't talk, sorry. Pretty boring in the feature there, just cruising around in P2, just tried to stay smooth and stay in front of Eric.
Awesome. Does anybody like to thank for your second place tonight?
My wife and my dad for their support, the whole NASA crew for just this series, JC Academy for bringing me on, and Emma and Debbie over at Crown Creamery.
Awesome.
Hey Goddard, I got something for you. Are you gonna give me trouble tomorrow on this track? You pain.
I don't know. I kind of struggle on this track usually.
Yeah, we'll see. That's what you said about fucking Cranton. My bad. That's what you said about Crandon too. All right. So don't give me any of that. All right. You get out of this booth right now. Get out of here.
See you guys tomorrow.
Yep.
See you tomorrow, buddy.
Alrighty. So with that, we're going to take a quick look at how the points have updated going into round 10.
Who do we have transferring up? Is it top 5?
It's top 3. So Smith, Goddard, and Kaplinger go into the lights race. So in the driver standings.
Definitely got to be happy about tonight.
Yeah, he did great. So we got Goddard maintaining P1, getting the stretch on JP DeFino. Not what DeFino needed to happen tonight. Eric Kaplinger closing his gap a little bit up to
with a race to go. That can little shakeup can happen here.
Either way. And then we got Blake Smith, Matt Grove, Jake Robichaud, Tom Grady.
Does Blake have a chance at the podium?
Very outside. If some other people don't show up, yes, maybe. And then Eric Dubois up one position, making it into the top 10.
Nice job, Eric.
In constructors, we got Saints and Sinners maintaining their lead. Move over at Speedy Time, popping up into P2.
How was JP's
Latex Racing by powered by TWRS, down one position down to third. Saints and Sinners speed bumps in fourth. JC Academy, Slapex.
Not happy that Brian's team is second either.
Turtle Motorsports, Slapex Racing C, Rally Smart Racing, and Vice Motorsports. And we don't have manufacturer's points because there's
the constructors champion is tight.
Yeah, it's very tight this season.
Yeah, it's nice to see. Last season seemed very stretched out. It's nice to see things getting a little bit tighter.
Yeah, it's nice when everything gets all close and comes down to one race. But I'm gonna be honest with you guys. We're gonna head on over to the Futures race, and Victor is going to take over streaming for me. He's gonna hop into the booth here.
I'll still be here.
Josh will be here. We've never done this before, but we're gonna try and have Victor take over the stream from me. So if the stream breaks,
am I producing or is he producing?
He's producing.
Okay,
If have another link pop up in a minute. If the stream dies, if not, stay right here and we'll be right back.
Guys, we promise we'll be back.
I love your browser history.
I like that you're not hiding anything from me.
By the way, nice IP address. I like your neighborhood.
You are so special. This ad is just for you.
I learned so many things from you.
You are so generous.
With your personal data.
Switch on privacy, switch off trackers and viruses. Go to NordVPN.com. NordVPN. Safely be you.
Racing isn't easy, but experiencing it is. iRacing puts you in the driver's seat with the industry's leading sim racing game. Drive on laser scan replicas of the greatest racing circuits from around the world. Go head-to-head against other drivers chosen by skill-based matchmaking to ensure competitive racing at every level. Compete across all your favorite series. In officially licensed cars, engineered to deliver the most accurate driving experience possible. Join a race or host your own with players from across the globe. Race against the computer or in a league with friends. Feel the thrill behind the wheel. Visit iRacing.com.
Absolutely be doing what he has to do. He has to go for the championship. He has to recover the points that he lost. He's down, takes the lead in the 12. What a move. And he takes the lead and holds it.
This is going to get spicy.
Turn one, over the jump to begin the first lap, clog at the inside line. McFarland contact between them. They are still side by side. This opens the door for Wetz. He can't make anything happen. Over in the 26, he has not won in quite some time. Dragster acing the entry to turn one, up heading to the inside. And Magnus gives him a nudge. Grip strip on the inside, Phil. Wetz had a little bit better run, but looks like Ronnie's going to spot.
You're so interesting.
I love your browser history.
I like that you're not hiding anything from me.
By the way, nice IP address. I like your neighborhood.
You are so special. This ad is just for you.
I learned so many things from you.
You are so generous.
With your personal data.
Switch on privacy, switch off trackers and viruses. Go to NordVPN.com. NordVPN. Safely be you.
Racing isn't easy, but experiencing it is. iRacing puts you in the driver's seat with the industry's leading sim racing game. drive on laser scan replicas of the greatest racing circuits from around the world. Go head-to-head against other drivers chosen by skill-based matchmaking to ensure competitive racing at every level. Compete across all your favorite series. In officially licensed cars, engineered to deliver the most accurate driving experience possible. Join a race or host your own with players from across the globe. Race against the computer or in a league with friends. Feel the thrill behind the wheel. Visit iRacing.com.
I don't hear you at all.
Okay. Testing. Hello. Hi, everybody. We're having technical difficulties. Sorry about that.
Yep. We are good to go now, Josh. A little bit of a video issue there, but we are good to go.
It's nothing we can't solve. We did it together. Victor and I worked together with our 10 brain cells.
And we already saw the points as they run right now. Of course, Bryan Sawyer, your points leader, and JC Simsport in the lead in the constructors.
With Kieran not showing up, isn't that what Bryan wants?
Yeah, that's gonna be huge for the point standings. We'll actually pull them back up real quick as we wait for the session 2 advance here. We're gonna go ahead and see if we can get that advance. But yeah, as you see, Bryan Sawyer, 125 points. First with that 116, and then you have Liflander there with 109. If he showed up tonight, this could have been a race. This could have been a championship battle between these two. But it's going to come down between Bryan Sawyer and Josh Mertz now, as it's going to mathematically eliminate him after tonight if Bryan Sawyer can get to the final, I do believe. So that's huge for the championship.
Yeah, that is what an unexpected turn of events.
Oh, absolutely.
Definitely didn't see. I wonder if Kieran's having. He can't be having power issues again, right? I mean, the Hurricane's dead and done and gone. That was a while ago, wasn't it?
Yeah, it has. It's been a minute. But yeah, I mean, we have 10 drivers in here, of course. Zachary Goddard, I'm going to say, has life to do, so he's not going to be able to make it tonight. But with that said, though, that's going to be 9. 9th place is the worst Bryan can do. That's going to be 10 points. That will put him mathematically above Kieran Liflander in that standing. So, yeah, that's the championship done and dusted for Kieran, unfortunately.
That's a shame. You hate to see the championship end that way, but I mean,
yeah.
hey.
But I mean, still, we got Josh and Bryan here, and anything can happen between these two. One last chance for for Josh to go out on top here as we take a look at him here and as he takes off for qualifying.
I'm personally hoping to see. I want to see JP DeFino come through with a win in supers and lights.
That would be really cool. To say he started off the year sweeping both races. Maybe tonight's the night he can get another win here. To say I know we had Blake Smith win over.
He won, and he won like it was a dominating race.
See, we don't have him in here, do we?
No, he couldn't race.
So
he couldn't
we're
make
gonna have
it.
JP DeFino filling in for him. Is that correct?
It seems that way.
Yeah. So that I don't remember that actually being a thing, but hey, you know what? Let's do it. You know, that's more.
I guess,
merrier,
yeah.
right?
The more the merrier. I don't think anyone's gonna really complain about it.
Yeah. Yeah, this is going to come down between Josh Mertz and Bryan Sawyer for this championship. So this is a big night for Mertz. Not too many points behind Bryan in the standings here. So only a 9-point gap.
I love this track, man.
Yeah. It is a wild track. So we see Bryan Sawyer top of the charts.
I think the dirt section is probably, I think this is probably one of the more fun dirt sections in Rallycross. Like, coming off of that, like, coming out of the dirt, coming right past this tire barrier, you'll see Bryan passing it. So, right here, this section is so much fun coming up. It's so much fun. Just, you carry all this speed into this corner, and when you take it right, just like Bryan is right now, you can get, like, it's just a snaking turn over a jump, and it's so much fun. I don't drive the lights, like, ever. So I can only speak from the supercars perspective, but you get so much speed. It's such an exciting little, like, 5 seconds of the track.
Just a little roller coaster section going up and then down and then up again over that crest. It's definitely something to keep an eye out for.
Bryan has the worst gloves.
Yeah, I was say,
ooh,
well, those gloves just
a little
cost
bit of contact. Yes. He said fastest lap though. What's he up by?
So he is up by 2.66 seconds over Robbie Kirtley in the No Control Esports machine there. As Kirtley's going to come to his final lap here, I do believe. Say went ahead and threw away his second lap there. Took the Joker, tried to get a good run out. See what we got going on for Kirtley. Looking good so far for him. Speaking of our championship protagonist here, Bryan still at the top of the charts. Josh, he's completed his laps. He's down in 7th.
Yeah, that's horrifying for him.
Yeah, that's not where you want to be right now.
He needs to win his heat race.
Absolutely.
There's no ifs, ands, or buts about it.
If he wants any chance at championship next week, that's what's going to have to happen. So you see Robbie Kirtley, he does not improve on his lap. About a 10th off of it, not even.
Yeah, Bryan Sawyer's 3/10 up on these people, on everybody else.
So that is.
He's 3/10 faster than Kirtley right now, which is, I mean, any amount of gap on Barcelona feels like miles. As I was telling Bryan earlier, it just the track is so technical that it's hard to gain back time.
As we see Tom Grady take time there up to P6. That knocks Josh down to P8. So
yeah, that hurts.
Yeah, that's not what you're looking for. If
yeah, Josh is almost knocked off the score. He's almost knocked off the timesheet.
Yeah, almost off that pylon up there. Yeah, that's not where you want to be. But let's say if there's anyone that can rebound from that and come back, it's got to be him.
Is Jake Robichon in this race too?
Yeah, I'd say we got him down there in 9th.
He finished P3 in futures. Did I miss something? Did Jake finish P3?
Kaplinger was P3, I do believe.
So what's Robichon doing here?
I have no idea. I have no idea what's going on. And you know what? I'm okay with that. I'm just here for the ride at this point.
I am so confused. I mean, all right.
I mean, I'm going to go back and take a look. I don't know how he made it in here, but let's see. What were the results?
Unless it's Justin. Is it Justin?
No, that is definitely Jake Robichaux.
No, that's definitely Jake.
Take a look here at your starting grid for Heat 1.
I got a lot of questions.
I don't have a lot of answers, unfortunately, but I do have the starting grid. Bryan Sawyer on pole, Julian Morissette second, Kaplinger, DeFino, Robichaux, your final 3 drivers as we get ready for Heat number 1.
I'm getting word from Jess. I think he took the place of someone else who couldn't make it.
That is correct.
I will reiterate what Victor said. I did not know that we were doing that, but...
Well,
okay.
That doesn't make sense to me because Blake Smith was replaced by DeFino, and then we had Goddard take last place points, and we have Kaplinger in here, so not sure how he got in here, but no worries in that. So I'm just happy to see him here.
How are points gonna roll? I am really...
But regardless, we got Bryan Sawyer out in the lead here. Great start for him. Morissette hanging on to second place there. Kaplinger up to third. We got DeFino down there in fourth right now. Kaplinger a little bit swirly through there. DeFino saw an opening, couldn't take it though.
I'm talking with the production team trying to figure out what's going on, but we all seem to be a little bit in the dark. It must have been some type of, might have been just some type of move in the last second to get the race filled up. Just some extra cars out in the field.
Yeah.
JP DeFino off to his Joker. Early Joker from early strategy from him.
Say he was able to come out in front. I do believe Robichaux also took his Joker right there. Actually, no, he didn't.
Yeah, he came out behind.
Yeah, behind Robichaux. That's going to be costly if he gets back up to the rear bumper of the 69 car there. But it doesn't seem like Jake's too far off the pace tonight. He's looking pretty good so far in this race. So props to him hanging in there with the lights guys tonight.
Yeah, certainly. I mean, it's nice. A lot of our drivers, it seems like, have improved over this. This season has seen a lot of improvement with a lot of our drivers, just in pace overall and driving standards. Like it's very nice to see. It's nice to see all the new faces too.
Absolutely, a lot of new faces and a lot of new winners this year. Bryan Sawyer out in the lead. He was able to take his Joker and hang it on the outside there, get around his teammate Eric Kaplinger, who has yet to take his Joker. It's gonna be interesting to see where Eric comes out. Don't know if he's going to be able to hang on to that second place over Julian Morissette. He's got Jake Robichaux all over him. Oh, Robichaux!
Oh, and they make the pass.
What a
beautiful pass. I don't even think he made contact.
No, that was incredibly clean, incredibly smooth. So that might be what Eric wants to see here, to see what he can do. Is it going to be enough? Not quite. But Morissette still boxed in behind the 69.
JP took that turn a little bit too sharp. He had to check up again. He lost a little bit more time.
This is not what. Oh, Morissette's around.
Kaplinger sends him wide off of the turn. I don't really know if there was anything that Kaplinger could have really done. I mean, it looked like Morissette took it wide and then got hung up, just couldn't get the RPM sprung back up.
Yeah. That's going to shovel him down to 5th place there, out of that transfer spot, the provisional transfer spot, as we see Jake Robichaux take his Joker right there. So that puts Eric into the transfer spot now. JP DeFino right there behind him.
It's hard to say. Going back and looking at it, it looks like Morissette got a little locked up and Kaplinger came in a little hot. But if I'm Kaplinger and Bryan right now, I am... I mean, Bryan's out and away. But it seems like, I mean, they just need to not fight with each other to hold this lead.
Yeah, just came in hot.
It seems like it seems like he stalled. I mean, he stalled for sure a little bit, but I don't know, I think Kaplinger came in a little hot. I think at the end of the day, I think the cop's giving him the ticket.
But guy who ain't getting the
Bryan
ticket is
wins.
Bryan Sawyer, yeah. And
a wonderful finish from Catalunya. Beautifully done from
Yeah.
Catalunya, able to bring it home.
hanging on there for the transfer spot. DeFino, Robichaux, and Morissette gonna have to fight their way through the OCQ.
Where did DeFino start? Was he P3?
I believe he was. Actually, excuse me, it was P4 for DeFino off start.
Yeah, he
but,
moved up. Nice
yeah.
job, DeFino.
Yeah,
So that'll win him pole position for the LCQ.
that is correct. Starting grid for the second heat. We got Robbie Kirtley in the No Control Esports. White's car on pole. Devin Hughes alongside with Tom Grady, Josh Mertz, and Wyatt Pearson filling in there. Of course, for Zachary Goddard as we get this one ready to go. Everybody ready on track, ready to rip here for the second heat. Kirtley's going to take the lead there. Great start for him.
Yeah. Devin Hughes all over the rear wing, but takes it wide.
Ooh, Grady and
Curtly
Hughes
needs to
contact,
check up.
and
There's a
Mertz
lot of contact in the back.
Yeah, Pearson
Punches
had
up
to take
the rear
evasive.
field.
Yeah. Not what Mertz needed at all there. Hughes almost in the back of Robbie Kirtley there.
Yeah, talk about a tandem drift. Oh my goodness.
It was almost a tandem crash if I've ever seen one.
Devin Hughes trying to make something happen, trying to close the gap, but Robbie seems like he's out in the way. He has a better run through the dirt section for sure. This tire barrier is messing a lot of them up. I mean, it's so far out there. I'm gonna keep talking about it until iRacing fixes it.
Yeah, it seems like it's far out there. Look at Josh Mertz swinging that thing.
Yeah, he's trying to get a better run on Grady. But I think he needs
take
to
the Joker as soon as he can. Get some fresh air. Yep, there you go.
I think I would have kept pressure on Grady. I would have tried to force Grady to Joker first. But that's just how I drive. I like putting the pressure on the guy in front of me.
But that does put him in clean track here. That might be exactly what he needs to get around Grady. I don't know if it's enough to get around Hughes. But we'll see what happens there.
That's always my concern with taking the Joker early. I always get worried that it's gonna let the other car kind of it's gonna make them cool down and make them focus on attacking. And I don't know how I feel about that all the time, man. Sometimes I want them to stay focused on me.
Yeah, I mean, that is definitely a strategy. As we see Grady take the Joker, he's going to respond right away to Mertz. And Mertz is going to get around him, but here comes Grady right back on him. So I think that's not really...
What's our timing sheet look like? Kirtley looks like he's out and away with this.
Yeah. So if we look at the gap, it's a 2-second gap to Devin Hughes from Robbie Kirtley there, out in the lead. As we see Mertz go for the move, shoulder checks him out of the way. Moving by with authority.
That's how you got to do it, man. That's exactly where he needed to take that turn. Hughes, Grady trying to give him something back on the next turn, unable to catch up to him though.
Definitely.
Grady has to reset here if he wants to try to catch back up with a lap to go.
Yeah, and here comes Devin Hughes, contact, and around goes the two JC Sport cars. And that is disaster for JC Simsport and Josh Mertz.
Oh my god. The paramedics are rushing to Hughes' car right now. We have fire rescue on the way.
I don't think they're going to make it in time to get the tarps out for that one. That was...
We've lost Hughes.
Yeah, we've lost Devin Hughes on that one. We'll go ahead and take a look once again on what happened there between these two. If we can get that pulled up here.
There wasn't anywhere for Hughes to go. I mean, I know it's the Joker and car's responsibility to play it safe, but he's at the edge of the track, man.
I mean, he does start pushing in there. You see it just a little bit.
Yeah, you're right. I did see it there at the end.
But I don't know. As we see, Devin Hughes might have had another collision here. So did Wyatt Pearson.
Yeah, he got a collision with Wyatt.
Yeah, it was Tom Grady around. And that pushed Josh Mertz up into the transfer spot here.
Oh, that's exactly what Mertz needed.
Mertz goes from out of the transfer spot into the transfer spot almost. wrecking with his teammate, and back into the transfer spot now. So.
You're right. I went back and watched
insane
it, Victor.
turn of events.
Devin Hughes came a little low on Josh.
Yeah.
It's hard to call that anything more than a racing incident, but at the
end of the day, it's just racing, and unfortunate for both of those guys. But they do finish second and third, so you can't complain about that.
Yeah, at the end of the day, they're still able to bring out a second P2-3. So.
And by the way, while all of this was going on, Robbie Kirtley did win the race. So.
Nice job, Robbie.
Yeah,
we're so proud.
Attaboy, Robbie Kirtley, as we get ready for the LCQ. Got JP
This
DeFino
is going to be a heater.
on pole. As you said
Hughes
earlier,
is going to be racing with a chip on his shoulder again.
Devin Hughes went head over heels, just barely missed out on the transfer spot in that race. Robichaux, Grady, Morissette, and Pearson going to round out your LCQ.
Yeah, I think in team strategy, it worked out for the best, but I have a feeling that Devin's going to feel a little. He's got to be upset about what happened because he had that transfer spot in the bag.
Yeah, he definitely had it in the bag there, and just an unfortunate series of events for him. Sent his car up and over as we get ready for the LCQ. And away we go for the LCQ here in Barcelona. Not a good start for DeFino around the outside. Devin
he still holds the inside though.
Yeah, but he's going to have the inside line through here. This should give Hughes the lead. Contact between them.
They push each other wide. Someone's going to have the inside. Tom Grady is going to force.
Yeah.
No, JP takes it back.
See, almost. Tom Grady trying to take advantage of that, and now Tom Grady's getting harassed by Joey
Morissette. Yep, he took that last corner. He took that jump, turn over the jump a little wide. Gave Morissette a door.
Devin Hughes
with that catch. He takes that turn much better. Morissette takes it much better.
Yeah.
Nudges the back of Grady, lets him know he's there.
Yeah, this is getting good here for third place, but these guys not in a transfer spot here.
Way wide.
And they're into
Grady hits the wall. They're back each other up. Morissette turns, keeps spinning him. Doesn't want to wait for him to get the car settled.
Yeah, just not going to wait there. You got to get going here if you want any chance of the transfer. But I think this one is done and dusted for these guys. It's going to be
Morissette has got it. I can only imagine he has left steering damage. I'm checking on his car right now to see what's going on.
Saying it's done and dusted. JP DeFino way wide in that corner. He does that again.
His nerves are getting his nerves are getting to him. He's got to calm down.
Yeah, he's in a great position to transfer right now. Is JP DeFino. Every car behind him got damaged. Jake Robichaux doesn't even have a nose on that thing right now. Wyatt Pearson, I don't think, has a nose on that thing. Actually, no. That car looks pretty good.
Yeah, Wyatt's made it. Wyatt's come down to this pretty unscathed.
Jake Robichaux up and over.
The weight reduction from the front bumper caused.
Oh,
there we go. It wasn't the front bumper at all.
No, he just hit that tire barrier you keep talking about.
That tire barrier just set them going, dude. I'm looking at Morissette's car right now, coming down the back straight to see if he's got any steering damage, and I would say he does.
I think
it looks like he has a little bit of steering damage.
Go on board here and take a look. Yeah, it's a little bit to the left there.
Yeah, he's holding it a little bit to the left to make it go straight, and it doesn't like turning here.
Yeah, that's not what you need. You need something that's going to turn right there. And
yeah,
right here,
he is having.
He's having to flick it way early to make that corner.
Oh, that was well done.
Yeah.
He had no wheel spin and got out of there with high RPMs. That's exactly what you need to do.
That was very early though, but he made it work with that steering.
Yeah, he's compensating for the damage.
Yeah.
I would imagine trying to relearn the track. I mean, that's probably the scariest thing with these cars is that if you get steering damage if you can still drive the car but you have steering damage, you got to relearn every turn, man. You got to do it quick.
Yeah, and he's taking his joker. He's not too far off of JP DeFino right there. About 1.6 seconds the gap between them right now. As DeFino,
he's out in the way.
Curbs here, but doing okay so far.
DeFino, as long as he can keep it clean, should have this, given the fact that he has no damage.
Stay out and away from everybody though. 7 Hughes. He's had a very clean LCQ, and he looks to pick
Yeah,
up
he's just proving again what he already proved in the heat. Now he just doesn't have any unfortunate circumstances happening. JP closes the gap a little bit, but Hughes is going to be on his flying lap, is going to build that gap right back up.
Yeah, final lap here, and Devin Hughes.
Barring any mistakes, I think this is what we're going to. I think this is going to be our closing order. JP starting to bridge the gap a little bit, brings it down. Morissette catching up.
Yeah. Seems like the gaps have really stabilized, except for here in second place.
Morissette's going to make. If he.
I don't think he's going to be.
He just couldn't. He's not going to get. It's not enough time. If he had maybe another lap or two, he would have had time.
Devin Hughes going to win that LCQ.
Nice job, Devin.
JP DeFino going to transfer on to the final. Joey Morissette going to be the
bad
best
luck for Morissette.
With Robichaux, actually, Pearson's going to overtake Robichaux right there at the end. Then Grady to round out the field after problems early on.
A little bit cathartic there for Pearson, I'm sure, after the contact and lights.
Yeah, definitely so. But while these guys get warmed up, we're going to step away here for just a moment and get warmed up ourselves. And on the other side of these full screen ads, we will have the feature from Barcelona. Stay tuned, everyone.
Stay with us.
You're so interesting.
I love your browser history.
I like that you're not hiding anything from me.
By the way, nice IP address. I like your neighborhood.
You are so special. This ad is just for you.
I learned so many things from you.
You are so generous.
With your personal data.
Switch on privacy, switch off trackers and viruses. Go to NordVPN.com. NordVPN, safely be you.
Racing isn't easy, but experiencing it is. iRacing puts you in the driver's seat with the industry's leading sim racing game. Drive on laser scan replicas of the greatest racing circuits from around the world. Go head-to-head against other drivers chosen by skill-based matchmaking to ensure competitive racing at every level. Compete across all your favorite series. In officially licensed cars, engineered to deliver the most accurate driving experience possible. Join a race or host your own with players from across the globe. Race against the computer or in a league with friends. Feel the thrill behind the wheel. Visit iRacing.com.
Absolutely be doing what he has to do. He has to go for the championship. He has to recover the points that he lost. He's down the race, takes the lead in the 12. What a move. And he takes the lead and holds
Side by
it.
side between these two in the terminal. This is going to get spicy.
Exiting turn one, over the jump to begin the first lap, clogging the inside line. McFarland in contact between them. They are still side by side. This opens the door for Wetz. He can't make anything happen. Over in the 26, he has not won in quite some time. Dragster acing the entry to turn one, up heading to the inside of Magnus, gives him a nudge. The grip strip on the inside, Phil. Wetz had a little bit better run, but looks like Rocky's going to spot.
Welcome back here to Barcelona for NASA Rallycross Light Section. So live on ASN. Cameras all season long. Brought to you by Whiplash SimCams. Check them out over at facebook.com/WSimCams. And we got to thank Andrew Cardinale IV for his continued support all season long, putting out beautiful cameras like this one you see right here in front of me. But Josh, I'll bring you back in here. I know you were about to ask a question to me.
Yeah, you got any predictions?
You know, I wish I did. But after seeing what we saw in the heats and trying to figure out who's supposed to be here and who's not, I don't know what to expect.
We got a lot of doppelgangers out here tonight.
Yeah, you know what? That's okay though. But Brian and Josh, they're going tit for tat right now here. Second and first in warm-up right now with about 3 minutes left. Robbie Kirtley going to be a guy to keep an eye on as well. He might be able to split a party.
Brian's going to be pole. Josh is going to be third. Or, no, sixth.
I think he will be fourth because he was second in that second heat.
Was he heat two?
Yep.
Oh yeah,
heat
he'll be fourth.
There was only 2 heats, and he was second in that one. After contact with Devin Hughes, sent Devin Hughes flying through the air, pirouetting, and then Tom Grady was going out in front of Josh, and Josh was able to capitalize on that.
We took cars. Josh just told me that we took cars in order of finishing. If one opted out, we moved along. So,
okay, so then that would
like
been...
if P5 didn't show up, then I guess P6. Whoever the next teammate was of P5 got eligible to join.
Well, I think Blake Smith and Zachary Goddard were not going to be able to make it tonight. So
Evan Hughes just died.
Oh, uh-oh. Yep. And we see Brian around there. You know what? We'll take a look at what happened. Oh, no, not again.
Yeah.
Devin, my friend. Those jokers are very scary for you. I wish you the best in the race.
He's had bad luck, man.
But, yeah, Blake Smith and Zachary Goddard weren't able to make it tonight, so we take Kaplinger, Grady, and DeFino. But I'm not sure why we took Robichaux, because I thought it was the top 3 to move on, but...
whatever.
Hey, you know what? I'm here.
We're
here. We're racing.
Yeah. Do we have the camera that shows like the front left, like the suspension, like left front suspension? I love those cameras. That's a cool camera.
These are all cameras I did, but here.
That's a cool camera.
Yeah, that's gonna.
See, I like the side GoPro door panel cameras.
Yeah. I mean, this is all these unfortunately, this was not Andrew's doing. This has been my doing for a couple years on this. I've been worked on this a couple years ago. These cameras.
You guys should develop a camera that captures the suspension. Try to get one inside near the wheel well.
That's just the regular iRacing cameras. But...
Oh, all right, well,
I could move it there right now, but I'd have to bring
Nah,
out
not
the
do that. Don't do that right
control
now.
panel, and that doesn't look very good to the viewers at home.
Yeah, we're not gonna do that right now.
I don't think the viewers at home want to see the X, Y, and Z values of all these cameras.
Man, they can deal with it.
Yeah,
No, please.
got DeFino around there, but
Yeah, he's caught in the grass right now. Race control got a hold of him. We asked him if he could step out there, mow the front lawn. It was getting a little bad, so
yeah, and while
he's
we
stepping up to the plate.
Yeah, while we have a moment, we're going to take a look at the driver standings as they came in here tonight. They've not been updated for heats or anything like that yet, but Bryan Sawyer does have a 9-point gap. Makes that 10 now with that extra bonus point he got in that heat to Josh Mertz. So if he can come out of here with a, I believe it's a 15-point advantage, it's basically his championship locked up here.
Josh Mertz? Or Bryan Sawyer?
Bryan Sawyer. He needs.
Oh, okay. Yeah,
Bryan
yeah.
needs at least a 15-point advantage, if not more. If it's a 25-point advantage leaving tonight, which I don't think is possible, that would 100% lock the championship up, and Bryan wouldn't even have to show up next week. But he can come out of here with a 15-point gap. There's only 9 cars that normally show up for these things, so you'd be looking at last place points for Bryan there, and that would get him the championship.
We're getting ready to go live.
Not kill, but yeah, as you said, we're about to get this thing on the road.
Yeah, the drivers are pulling back into the pits, fresh set of tires, some water.
Get hydrated. Get moist.
Okay.
Hey, I
Our
have to
drivers
make
are getting soggy
I have
down
to
the
make
paddock.
I have to make the Bryan Sawyer moist joke at least once, right? But Bryan Sawyer on pole with Robbie Kirtley alongside Kaplinger, Mertz, Hughes,
Josh
and DeFino.
Mertz, Kirtley coming across the radio, wishing each other good luck. Great to see some sportsmanship out there.
Absolutely.
I'm sure they won't show any. I'm sure they won't show any when the race gets started.
Yeah, so it's gonna be
There's gonna be elbows out tonight, man.
Yeah, just waiting on
Curly,
Hughes to make it to the field here, and
Curly has a chance here, and has he won since that mishap in Sonoma?
No, he has not.
Yeah, so
Yeah, he is hungry for that win.
yeah, like he had that win in Sonoma. I think that unfortunately defined his season.
Yeah, close but no cigar indeed. As we have Hughes on the grid, and we're about to get this thing going.
Oh, I am excited for this race.
Lights out and away we go.
Great start from Kirtley. Gets the jump.
Yeah, great start, but he moves wide. That's not going to be what he needs. And
Josh Mertz gets
Devin
pushed down to
Hughes
4th.
Up to 3rd off the jump. What a start for
Josh
the
would be
60.
happy about that, but not too happy.
DeFino and Kaplinger having contact in the back there.
JP gets the worst end of it, though. Has to fall back even further from the contact.
Oh, and
Devin Hughes into the rear. Kirtley gets him wide. Hughes almost loses it into the tire barrier, but is able to get it back under control.
So a great start for him. Kirtley hanging on the 2nd. Hughes up to 3rd after starting 5th.
Hughes is all over the wing of Kirtley.
Hughes is moving.
Kirtley looking inside on Sawyer, unable to make it happen, but bridges a bit of a gap.
Mertz all over the back of Hughes now.
I wonder if we're going to see Hughes move out of the way.
I don't think so. There is no team orders, as we've heard from Jason time and time again.
Hughes also isn't in the Discord, too, so...
Yeah, there's no way he can be told what to do.
Josh Mertz off to his Joker.
He just sent me a DM before the race. He says, St. Eustache Strat. I know exactly what he means. He's going to get his Jokers out of the way first and early, get that clean air in front of him, and see if he can build a gap backwards to the guys in front of him.
Kirtley still hanging with Sawyer up in front. Still giving it, still making Bryan nervous, making him work for it.
Yeah, making him
This
sweat a
is
little bit.
this doesn't look like much at home, but I can assure you, Bryan can't make a mistake right now. These like the gap might be, what are we looking at?
It's about a
5/10.
Yeah, about
a second.
9/10 of a second gap. There's Mertz is going to take that 2nd Joker as expected. Got him out of the way, but JP DeFino might be foiling his strategy here a little bit. He's going to get stuck behind the 845 here, so.
This track is so... Damn, that's awful for Mertz.
Yeah, that's not what he needed at all. So that's going to cost him a lot of time right there, as he's going to get stuck behind him. But back
This
up
track
front,
is so
yeah.
easy to like gain time on, but it's so hard to gain time on, and so
Mertz
it's so
all
easy to lose
over.
it.
Gonna do an
He's
over
gonna try the over under. He's gonna have. Nope. JP's gonna hold it.
Not yet. Oh, in contact.
Gives him a nudge. Makes Mertz hit the wall. He's gonna be in the tire barrier. Has to check up again.
Yeah, that's not what he wanted. Is
JP goes off to the Joker. JP wants to get out of there.
Yeah, that was. The JP knows that's not where he wants to be.
Mertz is gonna. He knows that Mertz is pushing to get ahead of him, and will do whatever it takes to get back up in this field and into a fighting contention spot.
Absolutely.
8 seconds down now. That's rough.
Yeah, that's not what the 2-car of Josh Mertz wanted to see. But that is what the 88, the 024,
Brian's building a bit of a gap.
277 wanted to see.
Yeah.
These guys all kind of like it almost, except for Kaplinger. Kaplinger, I believe, took a Joker right there on that lap.
Sawyer Joker. Robbie's to the lead.
Yeah, so Sawyer Joker here. Now
he's gonna come up behind Hughes.
Hughes gonna run him right to
push
the
him
curbing.
wide. Yeah, he's gonna push him wide. It's not gonna give him the spot.
Give him a hard time here.
Yep. He's gonna lose time now. Has Hughes jokered? No, not yet.
Not yet. But this is
Curly needs to stay out. And Joker when Hughes and try to
make it going. This is not what Sawyer needed. These guys are gonna be battling hard. They're gonna make contact.
They back out. Sawyer takes it wide. Devin Hughes, they're still side by side. Sawyer's gonna take the turn. He's gonna have the corner.
Just barely though.
What a fight.
Yeah, but that cost Bryan so much time as he's going to take that
Sawyer
second
goes off
Joker.
for a second Joker again.
And
he's going to try to get another flying lap, but I feel like he's just going to come up behind Hughes again.
And he's going to easily clear Josh Mertz, who's completed his strategy. Everybody else in the field besides Kirtley and Hughes have completed their strategy at this time.
Kirtley is a Joker.
Yeah, I agree with that. But he may take the Chris Sweat strategy.
Joker on the final 2 laps?
Yeah. I mean, honestly, I've had a lot of Chris Wett's vibes from Robbie Kirtley this year. I don't know why, but he just kind of seems to drive it just like Chris Wett's. Very clean, very quiet, getting it done. Driving Kirtley right now.
Takes lap 7 in the lead. Devin Hughes in second, Sawyer, everyone else with their strategies done. You pull up the timing? How far is Josh behind Sawyer?
We can do that gap right here. It is
5
about,
seconds.
Yeah, it's a 4-second gap there between these two. That
is not ideal.
Yeah, and Josh has Eric Kaplinger all over his gearbox as well, so not ideal for the two.
Josh gets a much better run out of there.
Yeah, he definitely did. He's going to see if he could pull away from Kaplinger there in a moist sandwich indeed.
Okay. Someone take his mic away.
You know, I'm sorry. That's the team name. That's what Bryan told me to call it, so I'm just rolling with the names now. Blame.
I just get paid to read what's on the paper, man.
Yeah, blame Bryan, not me. Always. Devin Hughes is around.
Devin Hughes around.
Yeah, and that's gonna open up the door for Bryan.
No. Devin Hughes is able to hold on to it.
This is
so
not
flying
for
off
Bryan
a lot.
again.
Yeah, and Devin Hughes, I mean, he rejoined safely as far as he didn't.
Yeah, no contact.
That was perfectly clean.
But that's going to cost Bryan because now he's stuck behind Devin Hughes, who's definitely not as fast. Going to try to move
Curly's in the Joker.
And so does...
Curly comes out ahead of Sawyer by a lot.
But that is only one Joker for Kirtley. Looking at the delta for Jokers is about 6 seconds as we see Devin Hughes blinking a little bit there. So 6 second delta, maybe less. Maybe 4 seconds, so the gap is about 2.4, so it's going to be interesting to see where Sawyer and Kirtley merge here. And you got to remember, Kirtley's going to have the run off of the Joker as well. So
Bryan took that turn much better.
He's definitely going to take it before the last lap, so I would expect Kirtley to take it here if he wants to
Take
get
it
the
here.
most out of that Joker. He doesn't.
He's gonna wait for the last lap.
Yeah, I don't know about that one because that compromises you because this long straightaway right here, you'd be getting that entire run. As Devin Hughes takes that second Joker and falls behind both Kaplinger and Mertz there.
And Mertz.
Yeah, promote
That
Mertz
moves
up
Mertz
to
up to P3. That's good for Mertz.
Back up front here, Kirtley. Still hanging strong.
Bryan needs the win here, though.
Yeah, he definitely needs to win, but second place is perfectly fine where he's running right now as is. He's
We're getting the check. Just got the checkered flag from the official. We're coming into the last couple turns.
It's going to be interesting to see where everybody plays out here.
Robbie off and away into the Joker.
And
Bryan comes across the line, P1.
Easily gets it done. Robbie Kirtley, P2, and Josh Mertz going to bring home a podium after a disastrous day. Somehow, he's able to make it
Robbie
happen.
played that as best as he could, man. That was a wonderful race from him.
No, absolutely did. I think the only thing I would have done differently is I would have taken the Joker one lap earlier
on lap 9.
to maximize the straight line speed you get out of the Joker.
Yeah, I mean, like, who are we to judge making that split? You have to make.
Hey,
I mean, you make the decision right then and there.
We can definitely ask him when he comes up to the booth.
Yeah,
So,
100%.
Go ahead and throw
I
the
hope
results
he better
up
come
here.
up here.
As I say, we see things a lot better up here than they do down there.
Yeah, and I mean, hindsight's 20/20, man.
Yeah, absolutely. And
Wonderful race from Bryan. There, he's out there celebrating right now. He's very happy with himself.
yeah, and that's gonna help him a lot in the championship
Does that
here.
lock it up for him?
Not quite.
So it comes down to next
I'd say
week.
that is a added. It's going to be a 18-point swing. So it basically does lock it up for him as long as he starts next week and there's not more than, I believe. Got to take a look at my points here and do some math in my head. More than
Don't hurt yourself.
11 or 12 cars in the field next week. So.
Oh wow. Okay.
Yeah, it is. It's gonna be very hard for anyone to beat Bryan in this championship now. So, White Strivers, show up. We need a points battle here, please. Help us out. Kieran, Austin.
Yeah.
If you're out there, please come back. We need you. But we do need somebody up here in the booth, and we got somebody.
Oh boy, who do we got?
We got Josh Mertz.
It's the man, the myth, the legend.
What's up, guys?
As a fellow Josh, I have to say I'm very proud.
Thank you.
Yeah, he's all yours, by the way, Josh.
Oh, let's do it.
Yeah.
How's the race? What do you think?
What do I think? I sent a message to Victor before
I did say that over. I said it over air. I knew exactly what you meant.
Yeah, the St. Eustache strat for I'm sure you explained it for all that are new. Is it's a longer lap and you take them quick. And I said, get the clear track, and then no disrespect to JP, I love you, buddy, but you're in my way.
That's what I said. That's exactly what I said.
Granted, that's on me to find out a way around, and
you did.
Somehow I ended up in third. I don't know where the pace came from. The historical, I don't touch the sim rig until 6 p.m. on a Sunday night has happened the last 3 weeks, and I'm just having some fun, and very glad to be 1 week closer to not racing for championships anymore, because it's stressful.
It is stressful.
Well,
I said I was close to beating. I thought I had pace on Bryan. I don't have time.
How are you and what happened between you and Devin out of the Joker?
In the heat?
Yeah.
In the heat.
You can't see when you're merging. And it's the Jokering car's responsibility to make sure
we
you
saw
merge
him.
clean.
He kind of came down India a little bit.
And I mean, it is what it is. That's water under the bridge. I
I
thought I had a shot, but Bryan's half a second up because he practices all the time. Maybe he doesn't, and I'm just giving him more credit. But
no, he's a loser.
No, he was talking about that in the broadcast before about practicing during the week, so I'm sure he gets his reps in. But
yes, I mean,
Josh,
that was all I really could do.
I do have to let you know, talking about racing for a championship. Unless 12 cars show up next week, there's not going to be a championship to race for, unfortunately for you.
Oh, I
But,
know.
hey, you can go out next week and just have fun and try to win the race. That's the
Kieran
way I look at
Liflander
it.
shows up, we ain't
Yeah.
winning anything. But
Second place.
I feel my legacy is going to be forever. The second Joker, I forgot to take a Daytona. That was the race of my life, and I didn't take the second Joker, and
Yeah.
here we are. So it's doomed to be since then.
Yeah. Well, that's just why you're going to the retirement home.
Oh, wow, that was toxic. Oh my god.
Yeah, I mean, you could say that. I'm
Yeah.
I'm tired. You know, I
Hey,
said
man.
that all 2 weeks ago.
You're right.
You
I
sound
am
like a
too.
war veteran. I'm just tired, man.
I am too, but say we'll get you out of here. We'll let you get to bed early, old man. But before we do, who do you have to thank for this result?
I want to thank my wonderful wife, Chloe. She made some pretty good pepper steak that fueled me to my surprise podium this evening. The entire Woodridge Wolfpack 98H, the leadership teams at JC Simsport, NASA Sim Racing, and the Automotive Sports Network, and Emma and Debbie from Crown Creamery. Finally, guys, I got a podium for you guys officially. At least I think this is the first time officially, and super stoked. Hopefully there's a market I'll go to and have a chat with you guys, but yeah, like I said, we got 1 week left. I don't Knock Hill reminds me of Croft. Victor knows what I'm talking
Yes,
about.
sir.
So we're feeling good.
Laura?
Rock and roll, man. Thanks. We'll see you next week.
Buddy, thank you.
That was Josh Mertz, your third place finisher. Looks like we don't
Nice
have
podium from
Robbie
him.
Kirtley,
Boo.
unfortunately. So we don't get to ask him about his Joker strategy, but we do have Mr. Moist himself, Bryan Sawyer. We're going to move him up. Well, I can't move him. Bryan, if you're listening, come up to the booth, please. I can't move you, so please move yourself.
Paging all drivers. We are looking
Give
for
Bryan
Bryan
Sawyer
Sawyer.
to the booth.
Bryan Sawyer to the booth.
He's got
Bryan
the key.
Sawyer.
He's got the key. He can get back in here.
Victor and I are locked in here.
Yeah.
Brian locked us in here. We are unable to do anything.
Well, he locked us in here, and then somehow you climbed out the window and got back in. So.
Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna climb out the window and go grab Brian. I'll be back, guys.
Okay. Now. Oh. Now we have
There we
Mr.
go.
Moist himself.
We came into the window.
Yeah, came back in through the window. Door is busted, but Bryan Sawyer, your winner tonight. Bryan, how you feeling?
I'm feeling pretty good. I'm very happy with a win. A little upset.
Especially after some of the trouble.
What?
Especially after some of the trouble that you ran into.
Yeah. Last week was a rough one, but super happy with the win. A little upset that Kieran wasn't here this week because I know for championship, I just needed to be over third for this week and second for next week. So if he was here, I would have accomplished that. I'm still aiming for second next week just to solidify that I could have done it. But yeah, it was a good race. Pretty much checked out and didn't see much going on. I did get, I think it was Hughes in front of me for a while there.
Yeah, were you nervous?
When I caught up to him the second time, yeah. Pretty sure I made him take that first Joker. I don't think he was planning on it
felt
there,
that way.
but I definitely touched his rear end, and I was like, "Well,
Hey man, that's Rallycross for you.
Right, there's a track you can go that way. I need you out of my way."
There's a track you can go that way.
Yeah.
It's legal racing surface. I needed him.
Hey, it's Rallycross, man.
It wasn't intentional.
It's a contact sport.
Yeah.
It wasn't intentional, but I'll take it.
That is true. But yeah, I mean, Bryan, you basically lock up the championship tonight unless we get 12 cars starting next week. So it's got to be
I'm so proud.
Great feeling for you. Because I know you went into this year thinking you weren't going to have a shot at the championship, and here you are.
Good, I can retire now too.
Okay.
Yeah. I was gonna say we don't need two guys retiring at the same time. But if you do, I feel like Josh would love to have you up here in the booth with him next season, or maybe it'll be a 3-person booth. Who knows? We'll see what happens with that. But Yeah. Say, I don't. Do you have any other questions?
Are you
for him,
worried?
Josh?
Are you worried about
Yeah.
Knock Hill at all next week?
Yeah.
I'm hesitant to say no because the tire barriers are so unforgiving there, but Knock Hill's usually one of my stronger tracks, so I'm pretty stoked.
You worried about sharing the track with anybody next week?
They can move. I will make them move.
Bryan
like
Sawyer,
this
ladies
week.
and gentlemen.
And Bryan, before we let you go, who you have to thank for this result?
My wonderful wife, my mom, Eric's mom, Tom's mom, Tom and Eric themselves, all of you guys up here. That's pretty much it. Everybody watching, all my fake sponsors, and yeah, that's it, guys.
Are those your children?
What?
Who's Eric? Oh, Eric and Tom, your teammates. Oh, okay, sorry, boys. Sorry, guys. Sorry about that. Oops.
No.
I'm a little.
You're a little bit slow,
day, man.
That's
It's been a
okay.
long day.
You
I've been up since
overslept.
like
It's
7 a.m. Okay.
Bryan, take care. I know you got things to do tonight and bed to get
Look, my name is
so...
Kids. He's the
Yeah.
team leader.
Catch y'all later. Have a good night.
See you, Bryan. And that was Bryan Sawyer, your race winner. Unfortunately, we don't have Robbie Kirtley, as I said before, for an interview tonight. So that's your 2 interviews. But Josh, week 9 in the books.
Good race.
Yeah.
Good racing tonight. All in all, I'm pretty sure we're gonna sign. I'm pretty sure we signed away a new champion for lights. That's awesome.
Basically, yeah. And say so. Say last
Yeah, that
year
was
we
fun,
had,
man. I love
Bob, and
Barcelona.
This year we got Bryan Sawyer. So give a call to Bryan. Great to see him actually finally win the championship.
Is this his first one?
I believe so. I don't want to confirm that or not, but I think let's take a look. Let's take a look at the Lights champions. Yeah, Josh was the 2023A, 2023B, and 2023C. Yep, that was him in 2023, and Josh Clog was 2024.
New champion.
Move over. There's a new champion potentially, as long as we don't get 12 cars next week with Bryan Sawyer. So congratulations to him. And
yeah, we'll see about taking. We'll see how Bryan likes it. If we let's give him the trophy and take away from him a couple times. Let's see how he likes it.
Yeah. We'll start doing that, and like we did with Kieran last week.
That's what they did to me, and that's what they did to me.
They did that with we did that with the endurance championship last week. So. But
all right, well, fun race, guys. Thanks everybody for coming out.
Yeah. So next week we are going to be in Knock Hill, and hopefully
come see us tomorrow.
Yeah,
for contenders.
Yeah, contenders with Justin Robichaux, and we haven't pulled that up. So you know what? While we have time, let's pull up the schedule real quick.
Oh yeah, programming notes.
I love those programming notes. We have done this completely off the rip, no script tonight. And I know Bryan wrote one, and I'm sorry, Bryan.
I didn't know there was one.
I'm sorry, Bryan. I know you wrote a script, but we've done this all off the cuff tonight. NASA Rallycross contenders tomorrow night with Justin Robichaux and Bryan Sawyer in the booth for that one at Barcelona once again. Then we got Torque Sports Cars at Le Mans. Ooh, that's going to be a good one. Great race last year there. And then it's going to be a good race there with Josh and I think Bryan in the production truck for that one for Le Mans. Then we have Saturday at 2 p.m. the NASA Rallycross Supercar Series, the crown jewel of NASA racing and of all iRacing World Championships in terms of Rallycross stuff. That's the one you want to win. And it's going to be Kieran Liflander and Evan McFarlane racing in that one for the championship. But we'll have Bryan Sawyer and Josh for that one as well. And then catch, hopefully, I don't know who we're going to have next week for Futures and
It'll
Lights.
probably be again. I'll be here, y'all.
You'll be here. Hopefully you won't oversleep this time.
All right, you didn't need to.
Hey, I gotta call you out, man. If you give me the content to call you out on, I will call you out. But
we're teaming blue.
With that said, however, hopefully.
Fire, man.
With that said, Ethan Hollisey, hopefully, Ethan, if you're listening, hopefully you feel better next week. We need you back. We need to hear your beautiful voice next week. We need you back. So hopefully you're back.
Ethan.
We'll hopefully have you back for the finale from Knock Hill. And yeah, let's say that. Then of course we'll have Torque and I'll be it for a little
Yeah,
bit.
guys, tune
as
into
we-
Torque. Le Mans going to be fun.
Yeah.
I'm going to watch that.
Yeah, that's gonna be a good one.
And with
to
Josh
watch
Mertz
for
and
sure.
Bryan Sawyer commentating, that's bound to be spicy.
Absolutely, always is. And if you like what you saw tonight, which I hope you did, but if you didn't, I understand. I'm not that good. Josh, you're just learning. But we'll have Ethan back
I'm
in
the
the
best.
booth.
So if you didn't like
Ethan's
what
back
you
in the
did,
booth next week, so you better subscribe and you better like and hit that bell to hear Ethan's beautiful voice next week and hear Brian's and Josh's on Thursday night and Justin's.
yeah, come watch us
tomorrow
Monday.
night,
It's going to be fun tomorrow night.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, I'll
So-
be there racing. I'll be in the car.
Yeah. Hit that like on this video, subscribe, hit that bell. You know what to do. I'm starting to sound like a YouTuber. I'm getting too old for this.
Smack
Just
that
like
like
Josh.
button, ladies and gentlemen.
Just like Josh, I'm getting too old for this. But I'm gonna say, if you do like what you see, please do that. And if you want your series broadcast by our beautiful faces, ASN TV USA is where you need to go for that one.
Technically, it's voices, but
hey, you know, we're gonna get to the faces eventually. You know, we'll get.
Oh,
to
that'd
that.
be fun.
Yeah, we're gonna get there eventually. Don't worry. We got the technology in the works, so we'll get there.
Ooh.
We'll get there. But ASN TV USA for your broadcasting needs on iRacing. But with that said, as Josh always says, and I'll go ahead and say it here, the checkered flag falls on the evening, and we congratulate both Bryan Sawyer and Blake Smith on their wins tonight here at Barcelona. And for everybody at ASN, with myself, Josh Darnell, Ethan Halsey, Josh Mertz, Bryan Sawyer, Jake Robichaux, Chad Irvine, who else do we got over here? Jess Rakowski. Shout out to her
Justin
for doing
Robichaux. You
Justin
said Jake.
Robichaux. Did I say Jake? I am so sorry.
You did.
But Justin Robichaux, and Jess, shout out to her for running the social media accounts. But until next time, guys. So long, everyone.
Take it easy, guys.